it actually opens the door also to when William becomes king, quite reasonably stripping Harry of his title, and perhaps down the track, Charlotte and Louis's children not having titles either, because they're unnecessary.
Well, there was once upon a time where we thought no royal would be able to be stripped of their title, and look what's happened over the last couple of weeks. And you're right, will this impact Harry and Meghan in the future once Prince William becomes king? I guess remain to be seen, but many of us are hoping for that. Now, look, speaking of Prince William, he has been hugged and mobbed by royal fans following his first engagement in Brazil, where he's, of course, hosting his Earthshot Prize Environmental Awards and attending the COP30 UN Climate Change Summit. But earlier in the day, I thought it was great. He took off his shoes and socks and got stuck into a game of volleyball. Have a look.
They do, and there's no question he's had a few lessons, don't you think?
Yes, I agree.
I'm pretty sure he's had some lessons there. Look, this is the thing. This is what the royals do so brilliantly, that he's there for the Earthshot Prize. This is an endeavour of his own making. He's there for the climate summit, which his father, has briefed him on. It's such an important thing. He's in Brazil. He's so warmly regarded. And these are the things and the portfolios that the royals can lean into where they make such a difference, while at the same time having a bit of fun on the side. Kate and William do this so well, and I can imagine that in the lead up to this visit, what had been unravelling with Prince Andrew really threatened to overshadow that, as it did with the King's visit to the Pope.
The debate over Prince Harry's royal future refuses to disappear. But if Prince William eventually becomes king, could one of the most controversial chapters in modern royal history take an even more dramatic turn? And more importantly, is stripping Harry of his title actually as straightforward as many people believe? Royal titles aren't simply honorary labels. They're tied to centuries of constitutional tradition and public symbolism. While public frustration can often fuel calls for change, altering royal titles isn't typically a decision made on emotion alone. That's why discussions around Harry's future have become so fascinating. They sit at the intersection of public opinion, constitutional law, and the monarchy's need to preserve stability. Prince William has spent years carefully shaping an image centered on duty, discipline, and protecting the monarchy's long-term reputation. Unlike his father, who inherited an institution already facing significant challenges, William is expected to lead during a time when every royal decision is scrutinized across social media and global news. If he eventually becomes king, every action involving Prince Harry would send a powerful message.
That's where you've got to get the moral certainty and credibility back with the royal family, because there's people like William, Kate, Princess Anne, the King, working their butts off.
Oh, look, absolutely, they are, and they're keeping it all together right now. Now, Prince Harry has announced his trip to Canada, just as, of course, his brother William stages that Earthshot Prize in Rio. He's going to be going to Canada to meet with veterans, members of the armed forces, community and military charities. But, Angela, I've got to ask, do you think maybe he's seeking to upstage his older brother on the world stage?
Look, the fact this announcement came when it did, virtually just as William was about to start his first engagement in Brazil, the timing's appalling. And the irony of this, there's hypocrisy in it, because Harry, in his book Spare, writes about the royal family counter announcing and to try and get attention from each other. He knows how the royal family works. The meeting between his team and the King's team was supposed to work to stop this sort of thing happening.
Not just to the royal family, but to the Commonwealth and millions who still follow the monarchy closely. Some observers believe William may prefer drawing a clear line under years of public family disputes. Others argue he may avoid any move that risks reigniting controversy. Perhaps the bigger issue isn't whether Harry loses a title. It's what such a move would say about the future of the monarchy itself. The royal family has traditionally balanced accountability with continuity. Any unprecedented action could establish a new standard for future generations, potentially changing how royal titles are viewed forever. That makes this debate about much more than one prince. It's really about how a modern monarchy adapts while preserving centuries of tradition. Whether Prince Harry keeps his titles or not, one thing is certain: the relationship between him, Prince William, and the institution they were born into will continue to shape headlines for years to come. But here's the question that could divide royal watchers everywhere. Should a monarch prioritize family reconciliation or protecting the crown at all costs? Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Harry actually wants it to work better. So how has it gone so wrong now? How has he made an announcement just when his brother, after all this attention on Andrew, it's now drawn focus from what William is doing? I just don't think that's an accident, but it's really poor management by their teams. Whoever is responsible, there is even if that announcement at the end of the day, at first day in Brazil, it would have been better than when that announcement was made.
Yeah, that's why I'm suspicious too. I just feel like it has been done possibly deliberately, but even if not, just so poor on his end. Angela Mollard, lovely to see you as always. Thanks so much for joining me.